Welcome to the third film in our Floors and Ceilings series, in which we discuss the different ways in which floors and ceilings can be constructed. The simplest form of floor, and the one you have seen in our illustrations so far, is the solid slab floor. Floors of this kind are generally made of reinforced concrete. Based on structural requirements, they are generally relatively thin and so take up little construction space. In contrast, they are relatively heavy and so exert high dead loads on a building. Since they have a high mass, however, they also provide good sound insulation properties. A reinforced concrete floor can be made lighter by creating a structure of alternating beams which span the length of the space and thinner sections between the beams. Though its static height is greater than for a solid slab, the lighter construction method reduces its weight. The sections between the beams are thinner than in a solid slab, making it less effective in terms of sound insulation. A beam-type floor can also be made in steel. The principle is the same as for a beam-type reinforced concrete floor. Beams span the space and a floor of corrugated metal panels spans the beams. These panels are made of thin steel sheet that is corrugated to improve its load-bearing characteristics. The static height is similar to that of a beam-type reinforced concrete slab. Though the construction weight of this type of floor is very low, its lack of mass means that its sound insulation properties are poor. Timber floors are generally constructed using wooden beams that run close together and are spanned by boards or wood composite sheeting laid between them. Although the static height is greater than for a steel construction, its dead load is similarly low. Sound insulation in wooden beam floors and ceilings prevents a significant problem because of the low mass of timber. Alongside static height, construction weight, and sound insulation properties, there are other factors that influence the choice of floor type. If you want to utilize the heat storage capacity of a solid floor, for example, it cannot be clad. The construction method chosen, for example in situ concrete casting or the use of prefabricated concrete elements, affects both the cost-effectiveness and the design of floors. The installation of surfaces beneath the floor can also have a significant effect on the design, and it is important to be aware of potential conflicts between the construction of a building and the plant and surfaces it contains. Summary. There are various ways of constructing a floor. Each method has its own specific advantages and disadvantages. Solid reinforced concrete floors are thinner but heavier and involve higher dead loads, though their high mass provides good sound insulation. Beam-type floors made of reinforced concrete, steel or wooden beams have a higher static height than solid floors, but they are lighter. Their lower mass means that these floors have poor sound insulation properties. We also recommend that you take a look at the fourth film in our Floors and Ceilings series. In it, we examine the characteristics of solid reinforced concrete floors.